Dark tunnel. 50,000 people screaming. You smell blood, cheap wine, and your own fear. Someone told you this was glory. They lied. You're not a warrior. You're a business asset. Hollywood says gladiators were shredded killing machines. Archaeology says they were chunky on purpose. Gladiators were nicknamed barley men, horderii, because their diet was mostly beans, barley, and grains. Not steak. Not protein shakes. Beans. But this wasn't a mistake. It was calculated. A thick fat layer meant wounds looked spectacular and bloody for the crowd, but missed your vital organs and muscles. So you could fight again next week. You were literally padded like a shipping package. The product inside? Still alive. Still profitable. The gladiator school, the Ludus, wasn't a prison. It was more like a luxury athlete camp. For property. That could bleed. Because you were expensive to train, you got the best doctors in the ancient world, proper meals, and medical treatment that regular Romans could only dream of. Meanwhile, the average Roman outside was dying from a mildly infected toenail. But here's the weird part. You were famous. Your face was on merchandise. Women wrote poetry about you. Men named their kids after you. And yet, legally, you were property. A superstar and a slave. At the same time. And the fights themselves? Not the chaotic bloodbaths you see in movies. Professional referees. Rules. Scorecards. Killing a trained gladiator was like totaling a Ferrari. The event sponsor had to pay for that. So most matches ended in a draw or mercy. Death was the exception, not the rule, because death was bad for the budget. So what was the Colosseum really about? Not barbaric bloodlust. It was about control. The Roman elite used the games to keep the poor too entertained to notice they were poor. Poverty. Corruption. Political manipulation. All of it hidden under the sand. And before you feel smug about being more evolved, we traded the sand for pixels. We still watch people trapped in systems they can't escape. We call them influencers now. We still can't look away. The reality was worse not because of the violence. It was worse because it was the total commodification of a human life, packaged as 2 hours of fun on a Tuesday afternoon. Next time you see a movie Gladiator, gleaming armor, six-pack abs, heroic speech, remember the real ones. Fat. Carefully insured. Legally owned. Eating beans for the 4th time this week. It wasn't glory, it was a business model. And they were the product. If this reframe broke your brain a little, good, hit subscribe. Every week we dig into the hidden mechanics of how humans have always lived. Drop a comment. What ancient job should we cover next?